I'd like to mention one thing. And this actually goes back, Mark, to what you first brought up about supply chain. The Executive Order 13920 came out because there was a transformer, a Chinese-made transformer, that ended up having hardware backdoors in it, pre-installed coming from China. That's why.
Now, Joe, is that a fact?
Yes.
I mean, so
Yes.
I've heard you say this. How do we know this? We haven't. It
Because,
hasn't been reported.
Because two things, without naming names. Number one, I was on a call with people who were physically at the substation where that transformer was as it was being installed. These were the people
Wait
that
a
were
minute.
there.
Wait. The way I understand it, that transformer never left the dock in Houston.
No, that's where you're wrong. That's what's missing. There are two transformers involved, not one, two. The first transformer was installed in the Wapa's Alt substation, Mark, not far from you, outside of Denver. It was installed in 2019. When they were doing the site acceptance testing, the mechanical and electrical engineers found those hardware backdoors or the extra electronics in that transformer.
How do we know that? Because I have not heard this. How do we know this?
I'm telling you, I have a picture of them. As a result of that, the next transformer that arrived at the Port of Houston, which arrived in early 2020, was intercepted by DOE and taken to Sandia. There is a utility missing a transformer. It would have never, ever happened if DOE wasn't so concerned about what they found with the first. That is why. And that's what was missing.
I need evidence, Joe. I need evidence. I mean, you saying it doesn't make it true.
You, Mark, you were within the government. Go ask why DOE. I can read you. Let's see if I find it here. I won't even mention the country. This is an email I got from one of our closest allies, very senior. And it's saying, I am hoping you can help me with something. Regarding the transformer issue you discuss, can you please tell me to what level that information is confirmed? This is from one of the highest levels of one of our allies because they have one of those transformers there. And I'll go on to read. With our bulk power transmission organizations, or it says, with our bulk power transmission organizations, came up with hypothetical reasons for the Executive Order 13920. Our conclusions were very close to, parentheses, in several parts, exactly what you have in your slides. But for us, it was unconfirmed. Did you go through a similar process to us, i.e. brainstorming why such an order would exist? Or are you at the, quote, knowing stage rather than the concluding stage? Isn't that interesting? This is one of our closest allies.
Well, I think you just confirmed my point, Joe, and that is if they don't know, we don't know, maybe there's nothing to know. I mean,
we have a utility missing a transformer. Mark, that has never, ever happened. You don't buy a transformer like this without an absolute need to have it installed.
Understand.
It's going to take them another year to get another transformer. Now, I want to bring up one other point. When you look at 13920, Executive Order 13920, They give a detailed list of all of the equipment that is in scope for Executive Order 13920. Every single item in that executive order is out of scope for NERC SIP. Every single thing in NERC SIP and in the supply chain is out of scope for the executive order. We have a problem here. This is a real, honest hardware implant. There are over 200 large Chinese electric transformers in our electric grids today. We have no idea how many of them have these hardware backdoors.
Well, I mean, I would, my response to that really quickly, Joe, is that if in fact there is a problem with the transformer that's been sitting at Sandia for the past year, we could make an assumption that those other 200 transformers have been investigated. And so I want to qualify everything that I've said here. I don't disagree that this could not happen. In fact, this is that supply chain issue we've been talking about. It's something that that we've been worried about forever. So, but where I do disagree here is that I think you're making assumptions that we can't validate.